If you don't think a $20 pair of leggings can be just as good as the high-end brands, I hope by the end of this video I've changed your mind. Prices on everything lately have just been going up and up, and this includes activewear. And when you thought about buying a cheaper pair of leggings maybe like 10, 15 years ago, you know you were getting a thin pair of cotton leggings that the second you leaned over, you could see everything. But in the past few years, the affordable brands have really been popping off with quality, designs, colors, fabrics, everything, to the point where you can get a whole activewear outfit for around $40, $50, and no one would look at you twice and think you're wearing something that's more affordable. Not that that's ever been a problem anyway. If someone ever compliments my outfit, I would be like, yeah, this was $20. I've been reviewing and testing activewear for over 5 years now, so I have done all of the hard work for you guys, and today we're going to be going over my tried and true affordable brands that are just as high quality as the high-end brands where you're paying $80, $90, $100 for leggings. Once you find the right brands for affordable activewear, it just takes the guesswork out of buying a new pair of leggings. So we have a good range of brands today, some that are sold on Amazon, some AliExpress, some are their own independent brands. So we have some options for everyone. For each brand, we'll be discussing the average price range, the size range, where you can buy these items, what this brand kind of specializes in, if they're like really good at seamless leggings, if they're really good at sports bras, and then I'll just be quickly running through a few top picks. This isn't going to be the most comprehensive of reviews. This is just really going to be what are the best brands and what are their best items. If you're new here, my name is Catherine. Obviously, we review a lot of activewear, so make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and give this video a thumbs up if you like my affordable activewear reviews. And without further ado, let's get into the brands. Before we get into the brands, we have a quick word from our sponsor today. This video is sponsored by Factor. Factor makes easy, ready-to-go meals by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals. They're delivered right to your doorstep, and what I love about them is that they have so many different options for different diets, needs, wants. They offer 35 meals every week, including Gourmet Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart. Usually I get the box that is mixed with a bunch of different options because I don't necessarily eat a specific diet. I actually do enjoy cooking, especially for dinners, but throughout the day I'm usually at work or out and about. So for lunches, I really like having something that's just ready to go. So I can just have some meals stocked in my fridge, heat one up. They take 2 minutes to heat up. It just takes a lot of the food stress out of my day. If you're like me and you just need to make sure there's something in your fridge. They also have fun little add-on options too, like breakfast and snacks. And as a snacking girly, I love having that option. Today for lunch, I made myself the sun-dried tomato chicken with zucchini noodles. They have some that are just regular pasta, but I like that they have like cauliflower rice, zucchini noodles, things like that, because I like to try to get a lot of vegetables in. Having these on hand, because I can definitely be the kind of person to just like girl lunch my way through the day if I don't have an actual meal on hand, because sitting there and like cooking a whole lunch every day, not something that I have time for. Whenever I have Factor meals on hand, I feel like I'm just snacking less throughout the day because I'm actually getting a substantial meal, and they're just so quick and easy. I either eat them at home or bring them to work, and it also saves me time from going to the grocery store and having to meal prep for my work lunches. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code CatherineMueller50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first order and 20% off your next month of orders. Now let's get into the items. I hope you guys can see it next to me, but we have Peach just sitting here making biscuits on my little flower pillows. The first affordable brand is Kamo Fitness. If you guys are a regular of the channel, we've been loving Kamo Fitness for years. Their prices are about $25 for tops, bras, and shorts, and about $33 for leggings. And they have kept those prices for year after year. A lot of brands have been slowly raising the prices, which is understandable. I get that there's inflation, but Kamo has really been dedicated to keeping the prices where they are. The size range is extra small through extra large. I wish they would increase that, but as we see throughout the video, size ranges tend to be a little on the smaller side for affordable brands. You can buy Kamo Fitness on their website, but they do also sell select items on Amazon. And let's go over my top picks. In terms of what Kamo really specializes in, I feel like my favorite things from them are their 6-inch shorts and their leggings, specifically the Serenity leggings or the Featherlight Enhanced leggings. These are the Featherlight Enhanced leggings. I say go for these if you like a little bit more of a naked feel. I love that the waistband kind of dips down in the front a little bit and just gives good tummy control. No front seam, of course. And the Featherlight Enhanced leggings have an elastic up the back rise seam to kind of enhance the glutes a little bit, but it's not too in your face. They're Serenity leggings and shorts. These are the 6-inch Serenity shorts, one of my all-time favorite 6-inch shorts from any brand, affordable or expensive. The Serenity fabric is soft and brushed, but just has a little bit more structure to it than the Featherlight. So if you like more of a medium compression, kind of hold you in a little bit. The 6-inch inseam is just so functional, but also flattering. And you have the curved seams in the back that just enhance the glutes a little bit, but they don't have that back rise scrunch if you're not into that kind of more glute enhanced look. I have so many pairs of these in my closet. They're just one of the best shorts. I'd say their leggings are definitely better than their bras, but I do have a couple that I love. First of all, their built-in bra tops are amazing. This is their high neck Ellen tank. I have every single color of this, and it is like my most worn tank top. It has a built-in sports bra, a high neck, this little crisscross in the back, and it's a really good length where I'm not actually showing any skin. It goes a little bit over the top of my leggings, and it's just the perfect length. And my absolute favorite sports bra from them is the Iris strappy sports bra. It's really hard to find a cute open strappy back sports bra like this that actually has good coverage in the front for if you have a slightly larger chest. There is a little elastic at the bottom, removable cups, a slight V-neck, and then you have this cute caged back. It's very trendy, but still provides good coverage and support. The next affordable brand is Aerie. Aerie started making activewear a couple years ago, and out of all of like the mainstream brands that have made activewear, they definitely have my favorite, and they also keep their stuff affordable. If you just look on the website, you may not think that they're the most affordable, but I've never paid a full price for Aerie, and you don't even need to try to find their sales because they're always having something. I went on just to pick up a few new things, and half of the stuff was like 50% off. So never pay full price for Aerie. I would say almost all of the pieces I get from them are between $20 to $35, but originally on the website they're like $50. So just don't pay full price. They definitely have the best size range today. They have extra, extra small to extra, extra large, and almost all of their leggings also come in multiple lengths. Usually we see 3 lengths, a short, regular, and long, but sometimes they even have an extra short and an extra long. You can buy everything on the Aerie website. They also have in-person stores, but I don't know about the sales as much there. I like to be able to see what sales they have online. And what I feel like Aerie really does best is their soft, more loungy clothes. And also they were one of the OGs to make cross-waist leggings, and they still have a really good one. Some of the pieces I recently picked up, I got the Aerie Offline Goals Pocket Short. These are a 7-inch short. Not all of their stuff is no front seam, unfortunately, but these are a no front seam performance pocket short. So I got these because I feel like they'll be perfect for running in. I did get some of you guys telling me that you love to run in these shorts, so I'm very excited. We have a double thickness waistband, no front seam, spacious pockets on the side, and these are just straight across in the back. I wish they were a little bit more enhanced, but these are just a super functional short. These are the Offline by Aerie Real Me cross waist leggings. These were originally like $55, but when I bought them, they were $26.97. So again, you definitely need to buy on sale. You could definitely wear these to the gym. I kind of consider these a little bit more of a lounge legging. The material is very thin and lightweight and just very soft and loungy. We do have that cross waist. These have a front seam, but the seams on the Aerie leggings are really not very invasive. So this is one of the few front seams that I am okay with. They come in multiple lengths, and the seams are very slightly tapered in the back. These are just a great classic legging. And I feel like a lot of people make like dupes of these leggings when in reality you can just buy the real thing for like $25. The dupes might even be more expensive. I wanted a matching top for those leggings, so I got the Hold Up Corset Sports Bra. I've been obsessed with the cobalt blue lately. The sports bra has molded cups, which can be hard to find. The straps are nice and sturdy, and they are adjustable, and it has these cute little corset style seams. Also, this should go without saying that none of the brands here are sponsored or paying me or anything. We already had a sponsor for this video, and it wasn't from clothing. And lastly, from Aerie, since I love their loungewear, I have been seeing these trousers everywhere. It's basically the same material as their leggings, but in wide leg pant form. And if you guys know me, I love a wide leg pant. When I'm at home lounging, I love flowy clothes. So I was super excited for this. I got a size small tall. That's another benefit of Aerie's. You just have a legging style waistband, you have pockets, and then they just have a super wide flowy leg. These ones were a little bit on sale. They weren't as on sale as I would like. I ended up paying $55 for them. That's definitely a little bit more on the high side, but I'm sure they would have gone down if I just waited a little bit. I didn't want to wait. The next brand we have is CRZ Yoga. This is another brand that I've been trying for years and years, but I've recently kind of been getting back into them, and now that I'm starting to run, I feel like I really like a lot of their running clothes options. Most of their items are around $25 to $30. They do have a couple that go a little bit higher in price. We'll see one of the sports bras that I have is $40, but it's like a higher impact sports bra, so those tend to be a little bit pricier. The size range for most of their items is extra, extra small to extra large, and they are sold on Amazon. What I feel like their best items are definitely their running shorts. They have a lot of great running short options. a lot of very like Lululemon similar things. Their Butterluxe fabric is really a great quality fabric for a low price. If you like a nice like dense soft fabric, a little bit more like naked feel, and they also have a really good range of sports bras. These are their Butterluxe pocket leggings. I find their stuff pretty true to size. I wear a size small. We have a double thickness waistband and it's this kind of mid-weight soft brushed fabric. CRZ does still have front seams, which is why I personally don't wear a lot of their leggings, but I know a lot of people actually still prefer a front seam. So if you do, honestly, there are so many good affordable leggings with a front seam that it's almost like silly to buy an expensive legging with a front seam. No front seam, I feel like is a little bit different. A lot of affordable brands are not great at that. Obviously, the ones we're talking about today are good at that. We have these spacious side pockets that go down to a little point at the side, and these are the 25-inch inseam, but they also have a lot of 28-inch options, which can be hard to find in even more expensive brands. They also have my current favorite running shorts. These are their high-waisted dolphin running shorts. They have this soft waistband with an elastic, but it doesn't cut into you. The fabric is super flowy, but it also has stretch to it. They're thick thigh friendly. They don't squish my butt down and give me a weird diaper butt look. And the colors that they come in are just so cute. Again, obsessed with the cobalt blue lately. And I also got the matching sports bra. I recently tested this in my sports bra review and I loved this one. It's their high impact zipper sports bra. So it zips in the front for easy on and off. It's actually a very comfortable high impact sports bra. It doesn't have any itchy areas that would chafe you. It's all very smooth. The straps are super thick and very adjustable. They can even be adjusted to go straight up and down. And the cup pads are sewn into the bra. So it's just a great high impact bra. And as someone who has thighs that touch and a larger chest, it is really hard to find a matching running set that's actually cute. And I love this one. They also have some cute lower impact sports bras as well, but they still have good coverage. Like I'm still fully covered in this one. It has a little elastic along the bottom, scoop neck, and super cute strappy detail in the back. I really need to get more of their sports bras because they've been doing a great job. The next brand we have is Sunzel. Their items tend to be around $30, but I often see sales going to get their items around like a little bit closer to $20 per piece. Their size range is extra small to extra large, and they are also sold on Amazon. My top picks for Sunzel, they don't really do sports bras, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer because I do like a matching set, but they do really great shorts and leggings with no front seam that come in multiple lengths. Their flare leggings come in 28, 30, 32, and 34 inches. Most high-end brands I see are only coming in 2 to maybe 3 inseam options, and Sunzel's coming out with 4. Their shorts are also super soft, and they usually come in 5 inches, 8 inches, and 10 inches. So you have so many options, and they often come in pocket and no pocket options. So if I have one complaint for Sunzel, it's just make some sports bras. These are my favorite shorts from them. These are the Sunzel no front seam high-waisted pocket shorts. So these are the 5-inch version. Their fabric is about a medium compression, but very dense and warm. It's a lot more brushed than a lot of the other fabrics today, so it does tend to attract a little pet fur, but if you just really like a nice soft fabric, Sunzel does do a good one. I love that they have the pocket option, and then the seams do curve around the glutes a little bit in the back, so I love their shorts. And then of course, their flare leggings. If you really like the Aerie cross-waist leggings, but you just can't do a front seam, these are basically the same with no front seam. So they're very lightweight, stretchy. I love how flattering their crossover waist is. I actually have 2 pairs of these already, but I saw the cobalt blue and I just couldn't help myself. I need to stop buying the cobalt blue, guys. So I get the 34-inch inseam, and it's honestly really hard to find an affordable brand that comes out with such a long inseam. I also love how dramatic their flare is. For me, I can't do a mini flare. It looks stupid, frankly, on me. So I like a big flare. We have just very slightly tapered seams in the back, and these are just such a fun but affordable flare legging. The next affordable brand that is worth your money is Aoxjox. Most of their items are $25 to $28, and their size range kind of depends on the item. I'd say for their more popular items, it's extra small to 3XL, which is amazing. But I noticed on their less popular items, the size range is still extra small to extra large. They do have a website, but I mainly shop on Amazon. And I feel like their specialty is always coming out with new fun colors and designs. A lot of affordable brands kind of stick to the basics, but I feel like Aoxjox is always coming out with something fun, new, unique, and a lot of fun colors as well. For example, I recently got this super cute bodysuit from them. It's a little twist detail on the top with cup pads. It's a 6-inch inseam, and then it has this cute open back with a little scrunch detail. It's almost kind of a halter neckline. It's just kind of surprising to see an affordable brand come out with something fun like this. For Aoxjox, I definitely lean more towards their sports bras than their bottoms. I just feel like of the bottoms I've tried, their fabrics could be just a little bit better. They're really not bad, but compared to like Kamo, Sunzel, I definitely prefer their bottoms. I did recently get these cute little green shorts. These are their Metamorph shorts. They're 6 inches. They're made of a dense, soft fabric, and they have the nice flattering glute seams in the back. This one's more of like a medium compression, still got some good stretch to it. And then if you're a bandeau girly, they actually have a pretty good bandeau. Personally, I just don't really work out in bandeaus, but this one actually has decent coverage. It has a cute little mesh insert in the front and a little mesh V in the back. It has elastic along the top and the bottom to kind of keep everything contained. And I also picked up this little top from them recently. Not only is this a nice soft legging material, but it has a full built-in shelf liner with cup pads in the top. So if you just really don't want to bother wearing a bra, it already has one built in. And I also love the length of this one. It's just a little bit longer than most crops. So if you're not really into showing a lot of skin, you can still wear this and you're covered. We're nearing the end. Our next brand is Aurola. Aurola ranges from around $20 to $35, and the size range is extra small to extra large. I believe they do have a website, but this is another brand that I've discovered through Amazon, so I mostly shop them through Amazon, and they definitely specialize in seamless leggings. They started out with just like one pair of seamless leggings and they quickly expanded. So they do so many different types of seamless, mostly seamless scrunch leggings, but they have like different fabrics now. They have different lengths with their shorts. They started out with like a 4-inch inseam, and then they started making more 6-inch inseams, longer for the girlies who like to pull their shorts up a little bit but don't want them to roll. And they're also just like a very responsive brand. I always see them really listening to feedback like on their Instagram and things like that. So in terms of their seamless, my favorite seamless from them is either their Intensify seamless or their Dream seamless. It's just that really nice stretchy seamless quality. These are their Dream seamless shorts. I've had these for quite a while now. These are the 4-inch ones. I really need to upgrade to some 6-inch, but they have a nice compressive seamless waistband. The Dream seamless is a little bit more dense than the Intensify, and it's very opaque. It's not marled. And then these do have that scrunch in the back so that you can really enhance the glutes. Super flattering, and I just overall love how stretchy these are. They also do really good seamless tops as well. This is the Aurola Essential Seamless Tank. I got it in a size extra small. I tried it in my recent affordable tops video in a small, and I just prefer the fit of the extra small, so it's just a little bit more snug along the waist. With these nice thick tank straps, it's a good length. It kind of hits right about at the hip, so it's not super overwhelming, but it's not cropped. They do have some sports bras as well, but they tend to be kind of on the smaller side, so as someone with a larger cup size, they're not my favorite. They've also been experimenting with some new seamless as well. These are the Impressive shorts. They're made of a more kind of like dense, durable seamless, a little more what I think of like a Gymshark type seamless. Thick compressive waistband. The waistband is sewn onto the body of the leggings here, but we still have a scrunch. It's just not quite as naked feel as the last one. And then a little V in the front of the waistband as well. And then the last kind of category brand is AliExpress. I used to review a lot of AliExpress items on this channel. So if you guys are OGs, you know. A lot of people would probably be surprised to know that there are so many activewear brands out there that just kind of white label items from AliExpress, buy them in bulk, stick a logo on, and then sell them as new. So I'm constantly getting review requests for things that I'm like, yeah, those are not like original pieces, and they're just from AliExpress. So you can just go on AliExpress and buy them yourself. AliExpress has definitely gotten better with their shipping as well. I've ordered a few things from a few different brands throughout the year, and nothing has taken more than 2 weeks to arrive. If anything, I feel like it's been like 1 week max. I used to wait like 4 to 6 weeks for everything I ordered, if not longer. AliExpress is probably one of the most affordable places you can get activewear. You can buy pieces from like $10 to $20. The size range depends on which seller you're buying from. Usually it's extra small to extra large. And these sellers that I've bought from year after year, and I feel like sometimes people think that you can buy things on AliExpress and they like just never arrive. But honestly, their tracking and shipping is really reliable. They send you so many updates, and as soon as you get your item, you let them know like, hey, I received it, and they're like, great, you know? And then if you don't receive it, they have customer service, things like that. The sellers that I have never had an issue with their quality, their reliability are Shinbene, Nclagen, I don't really know if this is how you say them, and also Nepoagym. So they may be a little bit more expensive than some of the other sellers, but they are very reliable. I got a few things from Shinbene recently because they were just catching my eye. So first of all, I got these high cloud 6-inch shorts. I got a size small, and these were $13, and they're honestly really good. They're dense brushed material. The material feel kind of reminds me of the Kamo Fitness Serenity fabric. We have no front seam. There is a little gusset. The thigh opening is nice and big, so it's very accommodating for thick thighs. And then we do have a subtle scrunch in the back. It looks like it's scrunched, but as soon as you put it on, it stretches out, so it just kind of contours the glutes without being an actual scrunched appearance. So these are honestly a great find. I was really impressed with these. And then I also got the Super Cloud open back sports bra because I was liking the cloud material of the shorts. I figured this was a similar material, and I just haven't really seen a sports bra that looks like this. It just is very strappy, very open in the back. Almost kind of reminded me of the Buff Bunny Monarch bra, but like obviously not exactly, but that just kind of wide open back look just kind of appealed to me. All right guys, those are all of the affordable brands that I love, have tested, and trust. A few quick honorable mentions. I feel like Halara, their prices, I definitely feel like they're going up, but you can still buy their dresses for like $30 to $40, which for an active dress is not too bad. Their dresses are definitely my favorite thing that they have. I know a lot of people love Target activewear. I definitely need to revisit. I haven't loved their stuff in the past, but if you see anything that appeals to you, it does tend to be on the more affordable side. Call me crazy, TikTok shop, honestly, pretty good deals for activewear, and some of them are not that bad, but I didn't feel like I wanted to mention them as a favorite today because they are very hit or miss. And lastly, if you really want something and you're on a budget, waiting for sales is always a good idea. Brands usually have a couple sales throughout the year, and we are getting closer and closer to Black Friday, where activewear brands tend to have their best sales. So if you're a girly on a budget, wait for the sales. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do so and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave your video suggestions in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.